This guy's just fishing. Nothing's biting. Okay, Satan's sheep survived. Let's go. What a day. Don't worry, if we make it out, your sheep will definitely be like a great audition for a metal band. Our village was ransacked by the squares not long ago. Most of us made it out alive, but we can't really go back anymore. Squares are bad news, man. That's why I always dunk them in the toilet and give them a nuggie. Oh, hello, Messiah. Would you like some stew? I made enough to feed a whole village, literally. It's okay, thanks. We got pancakes waiting for us. Looks like the glen is deteriorating faster than ever now. So I have the gears. We can't go there. Okay, so the gears done. Do you have anything else for free? If you ever see a big guy with goggles and a cool helmet, tell him the trader in the glen said hi. Also ask him if he has any more music boxes for trading. Okay, I can probably use the crowbar on the music box. Never mind. There is a wrench back there. The smell of alcohol lingers. Gulp. Okay, so I need a battery and gears. I already... The music box probably has all that, actually. Let's go back. In the graveyard. I don't know if you can hear this, but my dog is barking. She always barks whenever there's like just people walking by, so. What parts do we need to find again? A battery for the engine and a few gears to replace the broken ones. If you could find me the parts I need, I should be able to get this machine off the ground. By the way, I literally play with her for like an hour. The instant I walk upstairs, immediately starts barking. To be honest, I would appreciate any help in the comments, because I've been looking at things to do, closing the blinds, walking her more, stuff like that. Nothing. She's kind of a prickling one. If you could find me the parts I need, I should be able to. Yeah. Here's the music box. Found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but this looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way? A trader by the village, from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world despite what? Ah, sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. It's fine. We still need a battery to get this engine running. Please do what you must to find one. I forgot it's a wind-up. Dang it! Okay, so we got the gears. Okay, maybe instead of going across, we go down. If it is possible to do so. Downstairs and brought my dog up. She's leaving again. I'm telling her to stay in the room. No, Mishka. Oh, okay, she left. There's it's Sunday, so there's people going to church nearby, and she's barking at all the people going to church. Because I guess she's like a militant atheist or something. Oh, wait. Over here? Some vines just grew around this bridge, almost as if it was an intentional repair effort. Hello, person. The research station is currently experiencing some technical difficulties. I can tell. Even the bridge on the way here was... Are you sent here by Dr. Silverpoint? Oh, carry on then. By the way, do you know where I could find a battery for a flying machine? I do not. I'm pretty sure there's a battery inside of you, buddy. if you play your cards wrong, you know what'll happen. I do have a crowbar. Do you know where I could find a battery for a flying machine? Have you checked the power room? We're gonna have to take the battery from the power room. Do you know where I could find a battery for a flying machine? I have a battery integrated into my system. It cannot be used to power other things. I mean, is that a dare? Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? What is a flying machine? Never mind. They're called planes to the robots. That's a nice robot telling me to stay safe. You will be spared in my search for the battery. Hello person, this is the main generator of the Glen. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. Do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. We had to fix the battery for this thing in the bearings, didn't we? Ironic. If this is an emergency for living beings, you can use the battery from the generator. But if we take the battery here, all of you guys would lose power, wouldn't you? Yeah, but we're off to save the world and we'll probably be able to come back to like help them after the world is saved. This is the only battery in the Glen powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must. I guess we have no choice but to take this, ironic. Alright. I mean, it is less sad than what happened before. Just because there is a possibility of helping them after the fact. Like, robots can be brought back after they're turned off. What parts do we need? Otherwise, I'd have to hold a funeral every time I turn off my computer. We still need a battery. Yeah, I got a battery. Honestly, wasn't expecting it. It's from the generator, the research station? Yeah, it was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. We can always just give it back later. Okay, looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. Don't tell me that I took the thing, then the squares are gonna engulf the whole island. We'll never be able to get those machines back. But if that's the case, they were gonna, be engulfed either which way. So, looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? Are we there yet? How's it going? Are we there yet? How much more? Are we there yet? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck and... Don't worry, I'm making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. You say so, are we there yet? What will happen once we get there? We need to... I thought that said potato. We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Is it the Dice? Is it Georgia? George? Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? Does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox. I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue. The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. I didn't meet her sisters, Sorrow and Despair. It's just hard, Well, I actually did meet her sisters in a way, didn't I? With what happened at the cave and what's happening here. Proto told me to think of this world like a dream. But then I get so caught up with... And I just kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. This guy probably doesn't know. You're probably just blowing his mind right now. And then I remember, and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, am I just trapped here for no reason? I mean, that is kind of like life. Proto also told me to not ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? he's like, Cedric's like, wait, we're not real? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. Okay, so Cedric does know. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. It's like the brain in a vat, right? Whether you are a brain in a vat or not doesn't really matter, because the world that you are in is your world. So whether it's real to somebody outside of your world doesn't really matter, because, you know, their opinions, their facts aren't transferable to your world. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? His father is the world machine. The acceleration of square particles anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Everything is computer? Specifically, everything is generated from pure existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code, most of the time irreversible damage. You should see what irreversible damage I do to my code. I'm trying to make a game right now. This is why I started the RPG Maker-a-thon. By the way, go watch the playlist, because I've also played other RPG Maker games. I switched to Godot, and I literally, like, one time I spent 5 hours trying to do something in the code that literally was 5 lines of code. Like, I spent 5 hours, like, looking up guides, looking online, like, trying to do things, messing up, wondering what went wrong, and then finally I figured out, and it was literally just 5 lines, I mean. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? If everyone in the world is code, how can he build himself? That's not really what happened. Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with the fate of the world, because that's what I'm doing. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was too caught up with other stuff at the time to think about it. Oh, you know of it at least then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two. None of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophet Bot Air Prototype was built to predict the future about the specifics of this messiah. But as his prediction turned out, the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though the saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet, the World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? What I do know is there's no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. So he is the entity. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kinda just ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it into their own hardware. The operator, ironic... Whoa! Shoot. So ironic was the living person you needed to borrow? No? That would be you. But why me? Are you saying that all of this is running inside Nico's brain? Should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? Do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. I understand if you're upset, but please try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us, and that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know. So how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Is Nico actually a cat? Well, a word of precaution before we take to the... Oh my god, I just got flashbacked memory. Oop, there goes gravity. Of that time, these people went paragliding. And a freaking cat started, like, apparently a cat hitchhiked on the wing of the paraglider. I think I'm using the right word. It was like a little engine glider. And then they have a freaking GoPro, and all of a sudden the cat comes from off screen, like, you know, clawing its way to the front of the plane because it's like scared for its life, freaking a mile up in the air. And by a mile, I mean that's a lot. That's really high. It was probably just like 500 feet or something. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air. I'll try it. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? I thought he was about to say all those two that are consumed by the squares. Bad news, the boat is gone. What? It's the squares. It looks like they're headed in this direction. Well, I mean, we gotta fly with them, right? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. What about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh yeah, alright. I'll be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. Game, you better not. You better not. Calamus and Alula, they did nothing wrong, game. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then, guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. Game, you better not do anything bad to Calamus and Alula. Nico looks so happy. This song is a banger? Wait a second, this song slaps? Made it. You okay there? Go help Calamus and Alula right now. That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Nico, there's 2 kids about to die. Reactions from first timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, ironic. Well, that was really fun. I don't care. Save Calamus and Alula. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but Nico, I swear to God, you gotta watch it at least, right? And Cedric, yeah? Thanks. He needs to save the kids. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, and for answering my questions back there too. And for telling me, oh my god, there's not the time. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world though. So I'll help you the best that I can. Nico, what if the old world is your world? And even if it's all just a machine, even if it's all just computers, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And prototype even if he's broken right now. What about the red-haired lady? I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. I'm glad we have met as well. Despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings too. Those who have been waiting for a while now. Game, I swear to God, if you... In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... Well, to be fair, that... I don't know how the squares work. That would have been really bad if they happened while he was flying. They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Salula. They're... We don't have much time left. You didn't have much time left to begin with. Nico, change of plans. Please give me the memory disk. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will probably know what to do in the meantime. What about you, though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? Okay. So Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Squares start hitting the parachute. Oh no! Don't scare me like that. Yeah, ironic. Let's do our best. That's what I always do. No need to say it twice. Alright, I'm gonna find a bed and end the video there. I think... Oh yeah, okay. So this is where I am. So if I'm... Sure, yep, it's this guy again. Right, the elevator guy. Okay, well, just don't mind me just heading to the bed area. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Let me sleep first. Now of all times, excuse me? Whoa, you're you. Ah, geez, I didn't think I was gonna... Okay, buddy, let's skip the formalities. How did you know? Ironic and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness, the evacuees are counting on this, on me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. You know, from the West Apartments? The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Right now everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to... Oh no! How will I get my pancakes? We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, ironic? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button. Never mind. Holy fudge! Looks like ironic I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. Oh, it's like we're in the bad place and we can't say, you know, bad words. Holy fudge sticks. We'll think of something. Okay, I'm gonna think of something after a good night's sleep. I'm a little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Hell yeah. Alright. So that was OneShot. Calamus and Alula are fine, right? Don't spoil it for me in the comments, but I mean, come on. They're gonna be, the game wouldn't do that. The game did, you know, destroy the red-haired lady. I mean, the game wouldn't do that, you know. Anyway, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll tell you, see you on the flip side. Bye.